What can I help you with today?
How you doing? Have you met Aldo before?
I don't think
Do
I
not
have.
believe we've met. How you doing, sir?
Hi, hey, nice hat.
Aldo Jackson. Nice to meet you.
Right. You mind if we
What can
get
I help
this?
you guys with?
Mind if I get this on recording? This might
No,
be.
I'm not allowing that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's why Aldo's here. So
Take all the notes you want.
Perfect.
all right, fantastic. Are you familiar with the Coop Holiday or the Coop and Michael Banks versus LSPD court case?
Coop? Which one's that? You tell me where it is.
Yeah.
Which one
here.
it is it
Let me
a
navigate
closed
you
one?
to it.
Yeah, is it a closed or open case? Is it on the docket?
Yeah, give me a second, and I'll get you the exact link here.
All right.
It is going to be the one in the open section titled "Civil Action: Michael Manx and Coop Torres versus LSPD and BCSO."
Yeah, I got it up. I
All right.
can't say I'm familiar with it though.
Okay. All right. So we have had multiple complaints filed with the SASM from multiple agencies regarding this particular case. Now obviously we can't go.
What are they?
Obviously we can't go into some of the fine details of it, as there are allegations sort of being thrown at multiple parties, internally, externally, etc.
You should probably make me aware of it then.
Um,
You think?
when the time is right, yeah. However,
What does that mean?
well, it means exactly what I said. So when
Do
we
you have reason to believe I'm involved?
no. So if I can continue, so what I'm sort of advising here is, if you hear anything in regards to this, specifically around anything that may appear to be a cover-up, potentially your own officers working against each other, I would heavily recommend documenting it to the best of your ability. The second reason for this advisory is there was an incident that took place yesterday involving your law enforcement officers that you will be made aware of once their statements have been handed over. I wish you had a bit more context here. Well, it's an active investigation there, Pred, and unfortunately, because of the parties involved, it would be unbecoming.
How would it be unbecoming?
Well, you'd need to know the details of the case to have that answer, right?
It's me the details of the case. I mean, I assure you.
The court case?
All right. No, I mean, the details of
discuss
everything that's going on.
So, have you read any of this? No one has come to you in regards to...
I'm assuming that this has to do with Bill Mays and Ruby York and all that bullshit.
That is accurate, but it goes well beyond that, in fact. So
loop me in.
Well, what do you know about that?
I'd feel more comfortable if you looped me in.
Okay.
Right? And filled me in exactly on like what's going on, what is exactly going on, all the details, and we work together. Right? I know you don't really gravitate towards working with me on anything, but I think
that's
that
not
we
accurate.
Actually get you don't come to me about nothing, Knight. And when you do come to me, you tell me you can't tell me
okay.
about it.
Pred, we're not playing this game.
I know, because I made valid points.
Yep.
Tough to play this game when I make a very valid argument.
No, it's a very retarded argument, if I'm going to be honest.
I don't think it is.
It is. So you know nothing about this case.
Valid. I might.
But
I
you
know
happen to know that Ruby, and it might have something to do with Ruby and Maze. So how much do you know so that I can fill you in?
fill me in from the beginning. We're here all day.
I'm not
me and
here
you.
to discuss an entire investigation in which
Why not?
the subject matters include those in your police force. Now, you can
Why
play
wouldn't you?
this childish game, which may work on others, where you think that they may be a little bit slow. But already it seems like you know much more than you're leading on to, and you're looking for information to better protect yourself. That's not how this is going to work.
Hold on, pause.
No, there is no pausing. I'm explaining to you.
Mean by
Well, then shut the fuck up and start
Oh,
listening.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, here's the deal. 3 of people within your police department are currently being investigated alongside with parties outside of your department. As such, SASM is not going to be disclosing any of those investigative matters. This should be pretty common sense. As the chief of police and someone who has investigated, I should not need to explain that. But there you go. There's your first answer. Secondly, I am going to strongly advise that any members within your law enforcement agency should not be working together to hinder this investigation, as has already been taking place. Now, let me ask you again.
Hold on.
Do you
one second.
know?
I need you to be specific, real quick. To hide which investigation? The one that you guys are currently
Are you
doing?
have you not been aware of any of the reports that your law enforcement officers have been sending us at SASM?
I'm not aware.
Okay. So you have not spoken to Bill Mays in the
I
reports he
have
sent our
talked
way?
to Bill Mays.
Okay.
Yes, I have talked to, but he hasn't said anything about any reports being sent your way.
Okay. Statements revolving around this case?
No, sir. He did not share any of that directly with
So
me.
he has not mentioned anything to you in regards to the Michael Manx and Coop Torres case?
Well, listen, I have no problem cooperating.
Yes.
Right? But I ain't like the other ones that you can drum up here.
Cooperation
right?
requires
I'd rather us work together.
transparency, right?
It goes both ways, yes.
Okay. So
If we work together, I feel like we get more to a goal here. Because right now, right, what you're saying is you're saying all this shit, right? But you don't want to work with me on it. Basically,
no, that's
you
your
want to
own
find
claim.
out what I know.
Do you know what a straw man
Well,
is?
Then work with me.
Do you know what a straw man is?
Yeah, I know what a straw man is.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. So, Fred, I'll explain this again, right? There are matters pertaining to this case that will not be disclosed to you until the time is right.
When's the time right? I'm curious. I feel like the time's right now. I mean, wouldn't it be more like sensical for us to work together, like unified?
Brother, you know,
Figure out
myself
exactly
and
what's
Aldo are
going
not
on?
12, right?
Not saying you are 12.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to insult
These-
you. I'm simply saying.
No, but these arguments are kind of
what
idiotic.
argument? Saying that we should work together is idiotic. I don't understand how that's idiotic, Knight. It baffles me. I know that you kind of get away with a lot of shit with these dumb fucks, but shit ain't gonna work on me, brother. I'm too goddamn smart.
Are you?
Yeah, let's just work together. Let's put whatever you got. Listen, you obviously got
You're-
something against me or my department.
No, there's
Let's put it to bed now and work
no,
together.
there's no issue with your department. We've been working hand in hand with a series of investigations, which I don't know whether that's being, if I don't know if you're aware of that at this point, if I'm going to be honest. So, and
Wonderful.
it's
Why don't you
even
tell me?
further concerning if what you're alluding to here is a case is on the docket and allegations from your department towards the DOJ and vice versa are being made, in which not only those two agencies, but civilians are also now on that same case filing reports to the SASM, and you don't know anything about it?
I may or may not know anything about it.
Okay, now you
I
may
would
or
rather
may
us
not
work
know
together.
anything about it.
Yes, I would rather
Right.
us work together.
So working together starts with a level of transparency, right?
Exactly. and
So
you're
when
giving none.
when I ask you, do you know anything about this, and your first answer to the first question I ask is, you say is, I don't know anything about it. and then you follow it up
Not what
with,
happened.
and then you follow it up with, does this have to do with Bill Mays and Ruby York? And I further try to ask you clarifying questions. You're stonewalling the answers. Okay. Do you know any details of the case? Yes or no?
Do I know any details of the case? You need to be more specific. Pertaining to what exactly, Director Knight? What is the case? Why don't you tell me what the case is?
Okay.
That way I can answer your question.
This is why there's no recording there, Pred.
What do you mean? Recording how so?
All right. We're going to do it this way then. I've informed you formally. Discussions, attempts to cover up any incidents revolving around this case, any attempts to terminate
covered up
law enforcement officers or attempt to arrest them within your department, should be noted by yourself and other members of high command, right?
Okay, so how about we talk about things that actually matter here, like why you're here?
Well,
I'm simply asking you a basic question.
Well, unfortunately, you're not gonna. What case? You don't know what case it is?
Yeah, what is the case? You're alleviating to.
I am alleviating.
Charges.
You're right.
All right, so why don't we just work together?
That's the point about SASM. They're Pred. We're here to alleviate problems.
Yeah, I got you. Well, then how about we work together and actually get to a conclusion on problems? Because that's what we like doing in the LSPD. We just don't take credit for other people's work.
I see.
No, we're about actually closing shit here and getting it done.
Okay.
So how about we work together?
These misdirections.
Maybe you'll actually. Misdirection what?
We're
I'm just stating facts.
Misdirect 90% of this conversation. Fred, what I'm starting to think here that you're very well aware about this court case. I think it's been spoken to you.
What can you prove?
Well, it's not even proving. I've got statements saying you do. So.
Gotcha. You got statements after the fact that you're showing me a document. So, yeah. It's the names that are on the fucking report. Maybe some rumor mill I heard in the hallway. All right. What I'm saying here is I'd like to work with you because I assure you, we ain't covering nothing up, and we ain't never covered nothing.
It's starting to really sound like that's the case.
Now you can insinuate whatever it is that you want.
I'm not insinuating.
You are insinuating. Operating without the facts, just another baseless claim.
No, insinuating if I was like alluding to it. Yeah.
How about we just work together? Get this whole thing settled.
So you want to work hand in hand to do what exactly? Let's start by, I got an idea. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go pull up the docket case.
Okay, we can pull. I still have the docket case up on my phone.
From earlier, right?
Yeah, the one, the Coop Torres, Michael Max. Yep.
Did Bill Mays talk to you about this already today?
Listen. I have no problem.
Did he speak to you today?
Here's the thing. I have no
did
problem
he
working
speak
with
to you
in any
today?
regard. I have no problem working with
I thought
you
we're working
regard.
together. Did he speak to you today or?
No, you ain't gonna just pull information out of me and give me nothing. All right, you ain't.
I
really
did. I gave you the
nothing.
court case, and I said, "Hey, did he talk to you about it today?"
Public information. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
He did give you public information, so you are aware about this case.
I said you gave me public information.
Did Bill speak to you all about this today?
Look, man, I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna get nothing out of me unless we work together on this.
We are working together.
It's not
we're
an attempt to cover up.
Yeah, we're starting at step
I'm
one.
doing
We're going
my own
over
investigation. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So you're doing your own investigation on this?
I said maybe I am.
Were you complicit with the attempted arrest of Ruby York and Oxby last night?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
No, I'm asking a question.
You're asking about something I have nothing about.
I see. But Bill spoke to you about this case earlier today, right? Did he tell you what he did last night?
You can keep stating this over and over to me. I already answered your question.
It's a question.
I don't know anything about anything that you're talking about with the arrest of any officer. How about you go into details about that and give me the information into an attempted arrest of Ruby York, please?
Sure. Well, yeah, let's start from the very beginning. You got the docket case up?
Yeah, I got the docket case right here.
Has Bill Mays spoken to you about this morning?
Brian, quit trying to pry fucking questions out of me.
Well, no, I'm just trying to form a basis here, right? I don't want to speak on behalf
listen, I ain't like the other ones. If you don't give me nothing, I have no problem giving you nothing.
Sure.
Right? Like, we either work together on this, right? Because I already know what type of game you're trying to play. It ain't going to work on me.
Okay.
I'll stay in here all day with you and talk in circles. I love these interactions.
I love them too. So
what I think we should just do is we should sit down. We should kind of iron out the facts.
I'd rather
work
stand.
Together. I noticed the marshals don't have any reports on anything that's going on with any of this. Maybe you could direct me towards the investigative reports that you and Mr. Aldo have going into this incident so that I may look into them and familiarize myself with what the marshals are looking into.
Are you asking for the reports filed by your officers and other parties?
I'm asking for everything you have, yes.
Okay.
Consider this a FOIA request, yes.
A FOIA request. Okay.
Yeah, consider this a FOIA. Okay. For us to work together.
Do you know the difference between a FOIA and a judicial order?
Really pertain to anything. A judicial order comes from
it does. It's a part of what I'm going to bring up in the conversation because we're working together now.
Bring it up then, Knight.
Yeah. All right. So, has Bill Mays discussed any of these matters with you?
Look.
I feel like that's a pretty simple. I mean, I'll give you something.
I know it's a simple question. It's very simple to answer. Yes.
He did speak to you about it.
How about you hand over all reports regarding the incident for whatever investigation you guys are doing? Let me sit down, go through what you guys are doing, and see what I can add. How's that sound? How's that sound to you? You guys turn over. I'll turn over everything. I bet you there's plenty of stuff written in fucking Aldo's notepad.
I'm just gonna speak for the record. I'm not involved in this. I'm taking notes. That's all I'm doing. I'm just here taking notes today. I know nothing about this case.
Yeah.
All right, Knight. So
there you go. We just gave you some information. All right. So what about Bill Mays? Has he spoken to you on this matter?
Knight, just give me the information of what you guys are looking into, and I'll fill in some gaps. But I also need some gaps filled in for myself.
The thing is, it requires.
If you ain't gonna turn it over.
Here's the thing: cooperation requires some level of good faith, right? Secondly, I'm sure
have good faith in me right now.
Well, it's you're being very deceptive here and
not being
rather stonewalling over some very starting with informing someone normally when there's an interaction between two parties.
Yeah, I'm asking you to tell me what it is you're looking into and what you suspect.
Usually the party that's trying to fill the other one in tends to get an understanding of what they already know so that they can give a general grasp of what has taken place. But in this particular interaction with you being the chief of police and me being the director of SASM,
that's true,
and having particular legislated and mandated directives in which I must investigate matters without potentially disclosing to somebody that may be conflicted. So, as a consequence of that, I am asking you a very simple question.
What's the reason to believe I'm conflicted?
Has Bill Mays... Well, we haven't determined that yet because you're refusing to answer.
Perfect. So why don't you fill me in?
Which is why we're asking the cursory question: has Bill Mays spoken to you about this court case or any other party for that matter? Because your original answer was you didn't know anything about it, but then you implied that you may have known something about it, given that you noted that. You asked the question, does this have anything to do with Bill Mays and Ruby York? Which is true, but it actually involves many other parties as well. So I'll ask again, has Bill Mays spoken to you about this today?
Knight, listen, I'm going to make this as clear as humanly possible.
I am listening, right? But these demands that you're... These demands, right? And you're refusing.
I'm trying. I'm gonna have to get a new fucking pencil at this fucking rate.
Yep. Oh, I got another one.
I don't think we have a sharpener. So
you don't have a sharpener.
No, I think there's a
God fucking
sharpener.
damn it.
There we go. I got you.
Thanks.
Right over here. All right.
But it's better to use pens. Look, I want.
I'm looking. I'm
with
listening.
you.
I'm looking and listening
Gotcha.
right now.
All right. So how about you fill me in on what the potential wrongdoing is?
We're uncertain
told
if there
you
is
what?
any wrongdoing yet, to be honest.
Okay, then fill me in on
But there
what
could
you
be a
know,
lot of
because-
wrongdoing, right?
Okay, so
And
then
so-
that's why I said what the potential wrongdoing is. So now we're circling back, right? To you dodged what I asked you.
Well, no,
All
that
I want
that
you to do.
it's not
all I
dodging.
want is
I cannot
cooperation.
answer that question.
Why can't you answer that question?
Well, you're kind
What's
of
the main
being
reason?
you're kind of dodging all of mine, right? And
yeah, because you're giving me nothing.
right.
You give me nothing. You point me to public information.
I gave you.
What I'm saying is,
I handed you all that Babylon case on a platter. You know what I mean?
you didn't hand us shit on a platter. Night. You're
Yeah.
such a lying motherfucker.
Well, it's all in the history. You know.
My people did all that work, and then you went to the paper and took credit for it. Wild, bold play. But I
That's
guess
crazy.
You can take credit for
mentioned
something.
LSPD all over it.
Yeah, you did.
And the new article coming out. I gave credit to both departments.
Oh, new article on what?
Oh, on a series of things.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Anything
You know, like 4 out of the 5
anything?
broken out inmates that we put back into prison. Anyone tell you about that?
No. I did see some. I did hear some basic information about that. I'm not really tied to that.
It's pretty impressive.
I view that more as a thing for you to be doing anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not really tied to it.
Of course.
However the operation's going on.
How did the besties raids go?
I was raids plural. I'm only aware of one.
Oh, wait, you don't know about the 3 separate raids this week?
No, I don't know about the 3 separate raids this week. I don't know about the one
revolving around the murder.
Murder of who?
The DOC.
What about that?
Do you know anything about the prison break?
Yeah, I'm aware of the prison break. Yes.
You not aware there was a murder that occurred during it?
It happened in the airlock.
So you do know about the murder?
Yeah, I know about the murder. That guy was pretty much the only DOC that really did a fucking thing.
How long have you been hanging near Bill Mays?
How long have I been hanging near Bill Mays?
Like how many hours are you spending with him a day?
Look.
I'm starting to get really concerned, buddy.
You can be concerned all you want.
I'm getting very concerned.
All I'm concerned about is how we can work together.
I'm just very much hoping that he has not advised you of anything that, puts you in a,
puts me in a what?
Almost like a defenseless spot. I mean,
I'm not in a defensive spot because of any communications that may or may not have taken place with Bill Mays. That is not a factor here. The factor here is that you're telling me that I can't.
It's just you're remembering some things and then you're not aware of some things and then you're aware of them again. Especially when it's taking place within the county of Los Santos, right?
Gotcha. So which things in particular am I not recalling?
Said you didn't seem to know anything about the murder until I got into the specifics. You know, the murder that.
I mean, you just said the murder. I don't know what the murder is. The murders happen all the time.
Right.
Gotta be specific.
And all the investigations, raids, activities that have taken place over the last 7 days. That's not enough of a context clue.
Look. I don't involve myself in everything, right? I mean, I know that officers have been working diligently.
What have you been involved in this week?
What have I been involved in this week? Not too much except oversight.
Okay. But you didn't have oversight over the raids? At least enough so that you would be aware that there's 3 of them?
No, I didn't have oversight over the raids.
Okay. So what was being overseen this week?
I'm the chief of police. I don't organize raids.
Right. Right, but you're made aware of them.
I was aware of one, but I have been an absentee chief, admittedly, over.
Do you know whose birthday it is today in the LSPD?
Whose birthday is it?
The 30th.
Whose birthday is it?
Jesus.
Yeah, whose birthday is it?
I want to circle back to my original question.
Well, whose birthday is it? Now I want to know.
Yeah. Well,
let's tell me whose birthday it is.
Nobody's. Fred.
That's good, because I would have felt terrible.
Yeah.
If I didn't know whose birthday it
or
was.
maybe it is someone's birthday.
All right, so just communicate that with me, man. I'm telling you, I'm completely willing to fucking talk to you about everything, but
yeah, but I mean, just not this facade, whether or not Bill Mays spoke to you.
Knight, look, I ain't gonna fucking work with you if you ain't gonna work with me.
I see. Gimme.
It is
doesn't work with me
when all you ask is for my shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because right now you're a subject.
What's a
of
subject?
The investigation.
Also.
And until some of these answers are provided, as others are able to do very easily, and once you are not a subject of it, I can be a little bit more open.
No, you're being obtuse and difficult for no reason.
No, I'm not being obtuse. I think
being a snake fuck right now.
No, that's what you're doing.
Let's just work together.
What are you doing?
Not what I'm doing. I'm being very transparent with you. I'm telling you.
That's not what transparent means. I have a willingness to work.
I am being transparent. I'm telling you that I will work with you into any regard.
Transparency would be, yes, I am aware of the court case. Yes, I am aware of Bill Mays' involvement.
I'm not being transparent about that. I'm being transparent about what I said I was transparent about.
I am aware of what Haley Maxwell has spoken to me about. Yes, I am aware about the incident that revolves around this case and the judges, right? That's what transparency is. And I'm bringing those things up because I'm aware of them already.
That I will give you transparency. That's fine. You can be aware of whatever you think you are aware of.
And so because I am already aware of it, right? And because I can see the stonewalling and the refusal to answer these questions.
Not a stonewall. I just want to know what's going on.
What that tells me as the director, as the person that's coming to ask you these questions, that you're the one that is unwilling to work with us, right?
I'm not unwilling to work with you. I've made it very clear that I'm willing to work with you, but I want to know what we're working towards.
So why are you not being transparent?
I'm being transparent with you about what it takes for me to cooperate with you and work with you, because you're not going to get
that's called a demand.
Out of me. It is called a demand. Yes, it's very clearly a demand.
I don't think it's a demand.
What do you mean? It is a demand.
Okay.
All right. Let's just work together. You give me what it is you have. That way I can
want us to give you our internal Marshall reports.
I would like to have them, yes. I would like, in regards to this specific situation, so I can be fully aware
including
of what's
statements submitted to SASM by other parties outside of this agency.
Yes, I would love to be in the loop on everything going on, as I'm very much, my department's involved.
Okay.
And I am the lead of it. So I would like to handle this.
Oh, you're the lead. Sorry, you're the lead of what?
The Los Santos Police Department.
I see. Right.
So I'd like to be made aware of everything that's going on.
Right.
Make sure that, things are being done diligently.
Are you aware that what you're describing here is not conducive to a external party doing an investigation on another agency?
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. That
does make sense, what it is. Right?
Yeah, because I'm telling that other agency, all right, that I want to be aware of what's going on, as it's my department that's being looked into.
Right. In due time. But not
in due time.
What that means is you will eventually find out, just not right now.
Why can't I find out now?
There's a lot of things I want in life too, Pred.
I know. I would like to be in the loop of this, though, as it's my department.
Absolutely. It's the people's department.
My department.
It's the mayor's department.
My department.
And the people vote the mayor in.
And it's my department.
Yeah. So,
ain't no our department here.
It's the people's department.
That's mine.
No.
All mine.
Okay. You do recognize that the mayor has authority over the appointment of the chief of police?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
Okay. What
My
about
department.
the people that vote that individual in?
I don't know what that has to do with anything. If I'm being honest,
Well, that's how they
with you.
become the voice of the
you,
people.
It's my
right?
department.
The representatives.
This is Pred's department.
I got you. And
technically 5 time, actually. He was really keeping track.
Of what?
Look, let's just work together.
Yeah,
all right,
I agree.
Let me get access so I can thumb through, know exactly what the fuck it is that we're dealing with. Because here's the thing. I have no problem with an outside agency looking into shit. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Good shit.
All right, but I want to be
But
aware
if you had nothing
of
to
what's
hide,
going
you'd
on.
answer the questions, right? You have something to hide unless you're giving something back.
You see,
Hmm?
there's terms to an agreement here.
But there is
I don't
no
work
agreement.
For you. I work alongside you.
Wow.
Well, what?
Well, that's a take.
Not a take, it's the truth.
Okay.
Fire me then.
Just like it's
Right
Pred's
now.
department. Why would I want to get rid of you? You're my best friend.
Because you can't. Well, you are my
No.
best friend. But
Yeah.
yeah, but you can't get rid of me.
I can't. Which is
Exactly,
why
so
I'm not the
work
lead
together.
of the investigation.
Well, who's
Because
the
I
lead of the
recognize that
investigation?
because I recognize that, maybe deep down I want you to remain the chief there, Pred.
I want you to remain the director.
Yeah. Why are you protecting Bill Mays so heavily?
I'm not protecting anybody. And if I was going to protect someone, definitely wouldn't be fucking Bill.
Because you're kind of sounding like him, if I want to be honest, and that's
How
kind of
am
where
I
my first
sounding like Bill?
that's kind of where my first concern starts to come from. Bill isn't new to me. I've worked with him very much in the past. He's an interesting individual, I will say. And sometimes people, unfortunately, succumb victim to the things he says because they believe at some level that what he is saying might be true. That his advice may be
We might have
well
to
grounded.
assist with this.
Well, do you have to go, or are you going to just oversee it?
No, we might have to assist.
All right. Well, you've been made aware that there is a ongoing investigation pertaining to Michael Manx, Coop Holiday versus LSPD and BCSO. It does include the subject matters.
I wish I knew what the subject matter was.
It does
I wish you would
include.
tell me.
It does include Bill Mays, Ruby York, as well as Oxby. They have already been notified of this. So as such, any conversations that come up in regards to this, any decisions surrounding it during this investigation, we strongly advise putting that information forward. But even for your own accord and the accord of the rest of your high command, I'd recommend you notating down any reports surrounding it for your own protection and the protection of your department. As this investigation moves forward and we get clarity towards all the various allegations from various parties, and the time is right, we will let you know what our findings are. But until then,
why not just make me aware now?
Well, it's better that we investigate first, right? I wouldn't want to, I learned a lot of lessons from that last
how
one.
about what is there to investigate? How about we start off at the basics, right?
Sure.
Like,
are you aware of this court case? Let's read it together.
Aware of the court case.
Well, we gotta read the docket first, right? You got it opened up?
Oh, yeah, I got it on my phone. I just got to open
right.
up my browser. There it is.
Maybe let's
Statement
start
of
going
claim.
through it.
Want me to read it out loud?
Sure.
On August 3rd, 2025, plaintiffs Michael Manx and Coop Torres were repairing a disabled vehicle after a crash when they were fired upon during
Knight's only telling him what he
operation
99% already knows.
Their plaintiff was arrested, engaged in criminal activity, or acting as a threat to anyone. Coop Torres sustained 16 gunshot wounds, and Michael Manx was shot as well. Emergency 911 was redirected to 311, where Officer Joey Irons was on dispatch and failed to coordinate or send any emergency response. No medical assistance was provided on scene. Plaintiffs later filled their own police report, which is 30016, documenting the incident. Lieutenant Ruby York at the time. Hold on, my throat's a little fucked up today.
Brad doesn't even realize how much he's already given. I know.
Right. Lieutenant Ruby York at the time, her own statement confirms she and Officer Connor Oxby at the time collected evidence from the exact location where plaintiffs were shot. Yet no bullet casings, blood samples, or photographs appear to be an official report. That's one thing I think we need to bring back, because I think a lot of people haven't been photo taking fucking scenes and just rely on the VR shit. I don't like that shit. Anyway, and no evidence log has been produced. This rates serious concern about mishandling or withholding of critical evidence. Because apparently the judge said you don't need to take photos on scene if you pick up evidence. One of the dumbest fucking things I ever heard. But that's a conversation for another day. I prefer for Frost to be present for that as well. A FOIA request for the incident 17782 was unlawfully denied by LSPD. Attorney Galloway tried to making an attempt to communicate with Lieutenant York at the time, had the 311 for a senior plus to respond to try and get the FOIA request, which he was told just appeal it. Judge Weiss ruled the denial improper, finding plaintiffs were directly involved as victims, and ordered the report released within 48 hours. Defendants' actions constitute excessive force by the police department, failure to render medical assistance, obstruction of lawful access to public records under the San Andreas FOIA Act, negligent handling of concealment of physical evidence. Relief sought compensation of $10 million for physical injuries, pain and suffering, and emotional distress. Failure to render medical assistance, obstruction of lawful access to public records under the San Andreas FOIA, negligent handling or concealment of physical evidence. Punitive damages for unlawful use of force and evidence mishandling. Only if the court, my bad, for some reason, these F's kind of look like T's. If the court feels it necessary. Injunctive relief requiring LSPD, BCSO to implement policies preventing unlawful use of force, ensuring timely medical aid, and preserving all physical evidence in officer-involved shootings, only if the court feels it necessary. And then there's a rather decent number of evidence that is linked with this case.
Asking for a lot of fucking money. So that's just a side comment. Nothing to do with this.
Yeah, so I'm aware of the case now.
Okay. Is this so this is the first time you've been made aware?
First time that I've read this case, yes.
I see. Has anyone spoken to you about the command report that was entered into evidence?
No, listen. All right, we can go in circles around this.
No, this isn't circles. So I've already informed you that they're
aware of what it is that you got.
That's
so we
cute.
Can work together.
But I'm going to inform you once again that there is an active investigation surrounding this.
I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck about it. How's that?
Well, okay. I mean, that's your prerogative. I'm
down.
only okay. Any attempts to subvert any investigation, attempt to cover it up, will be met with legal action if deemed necessary.
The LSPD will performing its own investigation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going to open up an investigation into this.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well,
can I
I'm going
request,
to
the documentation on this investigation be turned over to me.
No, of course not.
Think that's my department involved?
It's not just your department there, Pred. You have to remember where your purviews are.
Gotcha. The only scope I care about is, the potential wrongdoing of my department.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how to rectify the wrongdoing of the LSPD, if any did occur.
Right. But you want your own department to internally investigate the matter, despite that already.
I feel it necessary.
Okay. Are you aware that already began?
Am I aware of what beginning?
Are you aware that an investigation was already opened internally?
Look, Knight,
which
I'm not going to go beyond this.
So you do know.
Answering. You can make whatever assumption that you want.
I don't need to make assumptions. The thing is, I've been interrogating people for a very long time. And
I got you.
What you may think to be clever tactics are very, very telling. So
got you. You can be as telling as you want it to be.
Yeah. And I don't very much expect, and I'm just going to say once again,
sure. Let's hear it.
We are investigating this matter. Do not attempt to interfere. Do not attempt to coerce any of your law enforcement officers to make any statements, attempts to obstruct, etc., etc. I think
again? That ain't something you can ask me to do.
I'm sorry? Obstruct? I can't ask you not
obstruction is advisement.
Hold on a second.
What do you define obstruction as? Because advising somebody is different than directly obstructing justice. I would expect you to know the difference between obstructing justice and, advising those around you when it comes to dealing with legal matters, especially when, you're
those are two
department.
very different things, right?
Exactly.
Advising them to an attorney, but advising them to say specific things, if they are obstructive in nature, I'm telling you, do not do so. Do I need to make it any clearer than that?
How is that obstruction of justice?
I never... Huh?
Said, how is that
You're putting words in my mouth.
I'm not. I'm reciprocating. I mean, reverberating the words that you're saying.
I don't think you know what you just said.
Do know.
Okay.
Don't know if I said the word right.
No. Or its usage.
I'm pretty sure it was used correctly.
Yeah. Okay. What happened?
What did happen? In regards to what?
Just in general.
In general to what?
I'm just...
You'd be specific.
With you.
With me, how? Yeah, can you be specific? I don't understand.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What we're gonna do is we've already advised you, and we'll be in touch. All right.
Oh, perfect. I don't know what you advised me of, really. You didn't really share shit with me.
No, that's fine.
Good luck.
I mean, it's fine.
Hey, good luck.
I mean, like I said, this has been written down and whatnot. If there is a comprehension issue that may be barring you from, understanding these very simple instructions, I mean, that's a matter in and of itself as well.
Gotcha. What simple instructions did I not comply with?
Jesus Christ.
If you can be specific.
All right. You have a good day, Brett.
Hey, have a good one.
Yep.
Nice meeting you, Aldo.
Nice to fucking meet you.
All right.
You have a fantastic day.
I hope you have a good
day.
Hey,
you never thanked me.
Conversation could actually went somewhere. Probably would have been more productive.
It did. I appreciate the answers.
Can't hear you.
I said it did.
Moving. I'm sure it
and
did,
I do appreciate it.
Hey.
And I never got to thank you, by the way.
Thank you for what?
From having your shift 1 destroy shift 2. But I'm sure you're already aware about that.
My shift 2 is very strong.
Yeah, it is. You're welcome.
Fuck does that have to do with anything?
That's the private detective.
Yeah.
Right over there. That old guy.